This YouTuber destroyed Parlo's reputation overnight and you'll never guess why. But this YouTuber's name is Ducky and they make Roblox topic commentary videos on stuff that is about David Baszucki and Parlo, which we'll get later on in this video. But recently they have made several videos on Parlo that effectively ruin Parlo's image. But before we get into all that crazy stuff with Parlo, if you guys can subscribe to my channel right now to get me to 10,000 subscribers today, so subscribe. But I'll just give you a brief recap of what happened with Parlo recently. Parlo's channel got terminated because there's this person called Mugen that uploaded sexual content onto Parlo's channel because they were manager, which is the thing that gives you full access to do whatever you want onto someone's YouTube channel. And Mugen got a ton of YouTubers to mass report this unlisted video on Parlo's channel that got Parlo's channel banned on YouTube forever. And a lot of people switched up on Parlo after seeing this, with Guamgo being friends with Parlo for 2 years, making 3 videos on Parlo that ended up amassing over 2.5 million views combined, and further smearing Parlo's reputation into the ground. But then there was another YouTuber that I'm actually talking about in this video named Ducky that made 5 videos in the past 13 videos on their channel about Parlo in this situation, dogpiling on them and making lies about them that actually ruined Parlo's reputation even more. Now, this video is not a hate campaign on Parlo in the slightest. It's to give a new perspective on what happened with Parlo and the whole situation with Parlo. And this is a true non-biased stance on this whole situation because I have argued and agreed with Parlo in the past on multiple of my other channels. And everyone else that has given a non-biased opinion has actually been very biased in the past about this exact topic. And I might even change your mind on a few things. But this situation all starts 3 weeks ago when Ducky made this video. Roblox YouTuber Parlo exposed the end.
Parlo is no shy to controversy, that is for sure. From getting into drama what feels like every other month, to recently getting falsely arrested, doxxed, and completely harassed. Well, today he has found himself in some more drama, making me question if this is the time Parlo gets exposed. But I guess we'll have to find out.
And in that video, he's actually very unbiased, unlike he is later on in the video. But so I don't use too many clips, I'll just summarize it so Ducky doesn't get mad, because he's going to. In Ducky's video, he says, Tanuki Alex posted a lengthy public statement accusing Parlo of misusing funds from a GoFundMe campaign. According to her, Parlo had been taking donations under the context of financial hardship and allegedly used those funds to travel, meet people, and behave irresponsibly while broadcasting chaotic live streams. She claimed the funds was being used under false pretenses, calling the situation unsafe, unprofessional, and damaging to the broader LGBTQIA Roblox creator community. The post quickly went viral and sparked immediate backlash against Parlo. Tanuki also framed her statement as a last resort warning, saying that she and Parlo had previously made a truce, but she felt compelled to speak publicly after observing his recent behavior. Parlo fired back almost immediately, both on Discord and Twitter, calling the accusations misinformation and slander. He insists that the GoFundMe money was not used for trips or hookups. The GoFundMe payouts arrived days after the meetup that Tanuki mentioned. The expenses that she pointed out were paid out of his own money, not the donations. He then posted screenshots intending to support his claims, including a GoFundMe payout verification email dated after the alleged travel, evidence that the GoFundMe had only began sending funds well after the events Tanuki discussed, payment receipts, chat logs, timestamped evidence, explanations for what he called embarrassing but unrelated personal expenses. He also acknowledged that he is not currently in full control of his finances, claiming his father manages his bank account, which complicates transparency surrounding the GoFundMe payouts. In addition, Parlo stated that, despite believing he did nothing wrong, he would attempt to refund all donators if they requested it. But as you can see, this video is very outdated, but in this video, Ducky is very unbiased, unlike he is later in this video. But his next video, I can't really even discuss because it's just his experience with Parlo, and who am I to say or talk about anything that he says there because I don't really know. But the video that Ducky uploaded after that is very malicious because of the way he talks about Parlo and leaks DMs.
As we know, Parlo recently got cancelled from the Roblox community. He would not only admit to scamming his fans with a GoFundMe, but it would also be revealed a Diddy party furry freak-off that he would go to, which would spark this entire drama in the first place. And today we have a massive update to the situation, which includes even more of Parlo's chat logs being leaked for everyone to see.
Again, I'm not going to show everything in his video because I don't want him to get pissed at me because I know he will. So I'm just going to summarize his entire video so he can't get pissed messy at me. Parlo's situation has taken a massive turn. First he was exposed, then he was arrested, and now his entire YouTube channel has been terminated. According to Parlo, the deletion wasn't an accident or a strike. He claims someone with full access to his channel, known as Mugen, hijacked the account, mass deleted every video, and even posted explicit content to get the channel terminated. Parlo says he can't remove this person's access because his 2FA is locked behind a verification method he can't complete. This comes right after the GoFundMe controversy, where Parlo stated he returned all of the money, but the fundraisers were removed before the refunds were processed, leaving the situation unclear. Behind the scenes, Parlo was confronted about false allegations he spread during old drama. Private group chats show him first deflecting blame, then eventually admitting he repeated claims without evidence and acknowledging the harm they caused. He said that he planned to address everything in a response video, but that can't happen now because his channel got terminated. Now, if you can't tell why this is malicious, I'll tell you guys later in this video so I can keep summarizing the rest of his videos. The next video that I'm gonna be summarizing is Parlo had his chat logs leaked, and in this video he does something that you should never do under any circumstance, and that's where you make a video about screenshots that were leaked. But if you do end up making a video about leaked screenshots, do it in an objective view, not the way that he ends up doing it. Now I'm gonna summarize it. Parlo recently got completely cancelled from the Roblox commentary community. Not only did he admit to misleading fans with the GoFundMe, but even more disturbing messages and screenshots leaked online, which started the drama in the first place. Quick recap, Parlo was the biggest Roblox commentary channel with over 600,000 subscribers, then two controversies hit at the same time, the GoFundMe situation, and then accusations surrounding extremely questionable behavior in his private life. This led to Guamgo dropping a hit piece that ended Parlo's career overnight. The GoFundMe money, which Parlo claimed was for rent and food, was allegedly used for flying people out for adult reasons. The person involved, Internet Adjacent, also known as Wolfgang, recently dropped his own video responding to Parlo's accusations. Claiming Parlo is lying and changing his story, Parlo has announced a 1-hour response video dropping soon, promising receipts, evidence, and a full breakdown of what he calls manipulation and lies. But right now, everything is still a massive he said, she said situation, with no confirmed proof on either side. Both of them are clearly in the wrong in some way, but Parlo, being a public figure with over 600,000 subscribers, definitely cares more about responsibility here, and how he handled this entire situation was completely unprofessional. Until Parlo drops his video with actual evidence, we still don't know the truth about the whole story. I'm not even gonna address that yet, I'm just gonna go into summarizing the next video. The situation with Roblox YouTuber Parlo has completely spiraled in the last 24 hours after already being cancelled for admitting he scammed his fans and getting exposed for a messy private life. Parlo suddenly went off on multiple creators, including Ducky in DMs and Guamgo in his server. This started when Parlo messaged me privately, acting like we were on good terms. He talked about other creators, his upcoming response video, and even claimed I was one of the people that didn't lie about him. But the moment I post my video covering the drama, everything flipped. He started sending bizarre cryptic messages talking about the chopping block, soaking up the hate, and warning the other commentary creators are next. It sounded less like criticism and more like fear-mongering, and none of it was acknowledging the real reason he was getting hate, his own actions. Then he jumped into Guamgo's server and began making things up about Ducky, claiming I backstabbed creators, leaked private info, and was terrified of being criticized. Nobody believed him, every creator in the chat reminding him that he was the one who created the situation he's in. It escalated even further when people in voice chat reported that Parlo was spreading completely false claims about Ducky to random listeners, accusations with zero evidence, seemingly made out of desperation. Now that I've summarized all of Ducky's videos, I can now give my opinion and also some facts that I also know that I've developed. So with Ducky saying that Parlo is the reason why he's in the situation that he's in, isn't necessarily true. Sure, with the GoFundMe stuff, it is true, and it was very stupid of Parlo to make a GoFundMe for food and stuff, even though he can afford a flight to fly someone out for private stuff to do in their private life, that I'm not gonna get into in this video, but in my next video I will. But to say the situation with Wolfgang and Parlo is both of their fault is just completely wrong. Because Wolfgang has recently said this on a live stream that completely supports what Parlo has been saying about Wolfgang.
While we were doing stuff, I like put my hand on his ass and he like moved towards me. And that was, I took that as like, it's okay.
Okay, so when you told me that you got an enthusiastic yes, that was a lie, right? right?
Yeah.
Why didn't you just say that?
I don't know, man.
Which I'm glad that he's such an idiot that he had to say that on a live stream when he didn't have to say that at all and he didn't have to admit that he was lying, but I'm glad that he did. So that means Parlo was completely in the right to bring attention to the fact that Wolfgang was an abuser and making people aware that this YouTuber that they might watch with 12,000 subscribers, because 12,000 subscribers is not a small number, that a YouTuber with 12,000 subscribers may have been involved with abusing Parlo. And in that live stream, he admitted to touching Parlo in a way that he was not given consent to. But more of the story, if you're gonna make videos on someone, get the facts right.